फ्रेंड्स, स्वागत है आप सभी का मेरे चैनल गोएंकार सिड पर एक बहुत ही कमाल व्लॉग में। दोस्तों, ये व्लॉग बहुत ही ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेटिव होने वाला है, तो मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं सभी से कि आप ये वीडियो एंड तक जरूर देखिए। फ्रेंड्स, few days back, myself, my father and my father's colleague had gone to Rachol Seminary, Margao for gathering some information about Swami Vivekananda's stay in Goa and his visit to Rachol Seminary. So friends, before starting this video, I would like to thank Mr. Teutonio De Costa, my father's colleague and a good friend, for organizing everything. Secondly, Father N.C. Dicuna, who is the secretary of Rachol Seminary, for allowing us to record in and out of the seminary. And last but not the least, Father Victor Ferrao, who is the Dean of Philosophy in Rachol Seminary and a visiting professor in JDV Pune. He literally briefed us on the visit of Swami Vivekananda in Rachol Seminary. So friends, let's begin this video.
Maybe he got to know that from Belgaum there is a Christian center and study of Christianity in Goa, and he knew one Naik family in Margao. And so he contacted them, he came there and stayed with them at Damodar Sal, they say. That's where he stayed for the nights. But during the day they brought him here. It was for 3 days he visited the seminary. That time it was seminary. This institution started as a college. And later when Jesuits were expelled from Goa and everywhere in the world, this was started by the Jesuits order in the Catholic Church, and then it went into the hands of several people. Later it was made into a seminary which continues even today. That is training those who become priests. Earlier it was not doing that. So Vivekananda visits the seminary, not the college.
Okay.
So, and the study of Christianity happens in the seminary, and common transmission of Christian theology, understanding of the world does happen here. And so Vivekananda came and he wanted to know about Christianity because he was visiting America for the World Parliament of Religions. So before going to America, he wanted to have an idea of, maybe he knew, but he had to engage those who are really professing Christianity and those who teach Christianity. So perhaps he was close to Belgaum, so he felt this is the best place to come and understand and dialogue with all people who are Christians and who are kind of professors of Christianity. And that's what he did for 3 days. He first perhaps took permission to visit the library where he was most of the time there studying, reading, and also he met teachers here and students. So while he was here, he was welcomed, he was given the place to, the library was open to him. He researched and he was, this is what is told to us about him, that he came, he studied, he interacted, he asked questions, and then he went. So we have this connection of Vivekananda to the house. Nothing more is known when, where he was sitting, whatever. Some people were asking me whether he was sitting down or on a chair.
So for how many years he was here?
No, just 3 days.
Just 3 days.
3 days. So he visited us for 3 days while he was in Goa.
Okay.
He stayed with this Naik family. They brought him every day and took him back.
Okay.
So that's how he was here.
Just for 3 days he researched.
Yeah, he researched for 3 days. He met everybody, for whoever he could meet that time. This was before he could go to Chicago.
To Chicago.
Yeah, so perhaps Goa played a significant role in opening him to the world, and how he responds to that World Parliament of Religion. Then he gets acclaimed all over the world. So there might be some connection of this house to that great speech he did. We don't want to take away anything from him, but the fact that he opened himself to Christianity also opens him to the world in other places in US. And so in some way, Rachol, this is a unique place which made some impact on, perhaps a lasting impact on his mind.
Okay. So this much.
Yeah.
This is a college. Earlier, this was a college, or?
No, earlier this was a college. This is one of the first colleges in Goa, maybe in India, perhaps. I'm not sure. It started in 1610. It has many names. It was called College of All Saints. It was started on 1st November, and 1st November is the feast for us of All Saints. Yeah. So in Goa, everywhere in the world, for Catholics, All Saints. So 1st November it started, so it was called All Saints, College of All Saints. Later, Saint Ignatius, the founder of the Jesuit order, was declared saint. So then it was called College of Saint Ignatius. After some time, people started calling it the College of Salsate. So it is not clear. It is also called College of Salsate in the past, in history. So like that, it studied music, it taught mathematics, it taught morals. And the boys who were here and studied Konkani. Konkani was meant for Jesuits who come from outside, these students from Portugal, whatever. They had to go and communicate to the people in their mother tongue. So they studied Konkani here. But the other boys who would study, only boys who were educated at that time, they were staying in houses around the building. So, and a priest was staying with them, and a number of boys there, and they would come here. So they were not inmates; they were coming from surrounding board and lodges, like houses were built for them, and they would come even outside the fort. Students would stay, coming. That's how it was.
Now it is a seminary.
Yeah, now it is a seminary for more than 180 or 85 years. What I'm saying is, after 1779, when Jesuits were expelled from Goa, this house, they didn't know what to do with this. Because it was a college, and Jesuit had a way of getting resources. To run a house of this big house and to run a college, you needed resources, economics. And so they had from different parishes, and because Salsate was all there, so they were able to manage the place. Then they gave it to Lazaris, the Vincentians. They were only 3 in number, and they could not do anything big. Then comes the Teartines, the Joseph Vaz, you heard of? Not Teartines, this order of Father Joseph Vaz, who's the saint.
Sankwal is a church.
Yeah, so they also took over to run the college, but they also could not do it. It looks like also Dominicans took over. I'm not sure, it's not well documented, but we have one of their Saint Dominic and the Rosary and all that in our chapel. So from where it came, I have no idea, but whether they were also part of it during this transition time. So it was closed also for many, many years, just closed, because nobody was able to man it, nobody was able to run it. So for some time, this lighthouse as an educational space was closed. It has a history of 400 and more years of being an educational institution in this Salsate. 400 in the 1610 it started, 2010 became 400 years.
तो दोस्तों ये था वीडियो का पार्ट 1. इसका पार्ट 2 आने वाला है कल सुबह, दैट इज ऑन 11 दिसंबर 2019 वेडनेसडे. सो दोस्तों, अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए एंड कमेंट योर व्यूज बिलो. and do subscribe my channel Goenkar Sit and hit the bell icon. Till then दोस्तों, take care, goodbye, फिर मिलेंगे अगले वीडियो। नमस्कार।